Hello, hockey fans, and welcome in once again to Florence Center. It's time for Dee IceCats hockey. I'm Tom Callahan. Thanks for joining me here as we're getting ready to go for the second game in as many nights against the rival Blue Ridge Bobcats. Blue Ridge in town here this evening after an 8-2 loss last night on the same sheet of ice. And boy, oh boy, everybody in an IceCats uniform pitching in offensively. 3 guys with 4-point nights. Just an incredible evening offensively, and you know what, defensively too. When you only allow 2 goals in the game to the Blue Ridge Bobcats, you're doing something right. PD comes into this game, 7 games played. They're 4-2-1-0 on the season. That's 13 points. That's good for second in the Continental Division, behind only the undefeated Athens Rock Lobsters, who have run their season-opening win streak to 5 games. We'll talk more about them when we take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in just a little bit. Meanwhile, Blue Ridge has now dropped to 3-2-0-0 on the season, 9 points, and they are now down in 4th place in the Empire Division coming into tonight's game. And that 8-2 loss, certainly the worst they've suffered this season, and they now have lost the last 2 games in a row here. But, boy, I tell you what, they started the year well, and I don't want to call it a surprise, the 8-2 game yesterday, because PD is a very good team. They are very good offensively. However, it was a little bit of a surprise in the fact that after it was 3-1 after the first, Blue Ridge continued to put themselves shorthanded. They continued to make mistakes, end up in the penalty box, and the IceCats capitalized. In fact, yesterday the IceCats finished with 10 power play chances in the game. They scored on 2 of them.
IceCats fans, at this time we ask that you please stand and join us in a moment of reflection for all those who have served and are currently serving our country. Thank you. Fans, please remain standing. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem, being performed tonight by Miss Anna Peggy.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly hailed at the twilight's gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
All right, fantastic anthem in the books before tonight's game as we get ready to go here. The PD IceCats once again hosting the Blue Ridge Bobcats. Last night an 8-2 win for PD. And boy, would they love to make it a weekend sweep here. Your first period brought to you by your GMC area dealers. And, of course, IceCats hockey brought to you by Gatorade, the official thirst quencher of the IceCats. X-Gen, the official recovery and rejuvenation spot of your IceCats. Celsius, the official energy drink. And Pepsi, the official soft drink. And wouldn't you know it, Pepsi Zero, the official soft drink of IceCats goaltenders. So as we get our ceremonial puck drop cleaned up down here, and we will get started with that here in just a moment, I can confirm for you that it is actually Anthony Schrum in net tonight for Blue Ridge. He's 2-0 on the season with a 2.14 goals against average and a .948 save percentage. Opposed by Matt Sales. Sales is 1-0 on the young season, 3.00 goals against average and a .936 save percentage. And so as he stretches out in the crease down to our right, PD once again wearing dark jerseys, but with PD and script across the chest instead of the Lion logo here. As we get ready to go. And if you're listening in on the radio side, first of all, welcome to all of our radio listeners. And PD rolling right to left here in period number 1. Blue Ridge once again in their white road jerseys. And out to start things off, it's the veteran Dustin Jesso at center. In across from Nikita Kosarev, and the face-off down, controlled by Blue Ridge. And we are underway here early in this one. Blue Ridge trying to regroup early in its own zone. They'll look to scoot it up the near side wall. That puck goes down the right wing side. Stopping there, Kosarev. Trying to move it in front. And now it's taken away from him. Ends up with Jurgenet. He plays it out to center. A bouncer finds its way left winger Rivers. Rivers stops over the line, but that put the play offside. So we get to whistle just 31 seconds into the first period. No score. Face-off will come back outside the Blue Ridge blue line. And a quick line change here for both teams. The IceCats now Houston Wilson out there between the Marcinkiewicz twins. Blue Ridge can't clear that zone. Here's Wilson in. Backhand with a chance. He puts it in front. That one is knocked away to the corner. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz with it. In the left side corner, his brother over to help out Dominic's. Dominic's trying to dig it out of there. Puck still in that pile on the left side. Wilson back towards the point. Shot coming in from there. Save made, stick to the corner by Schrum. Here's a feed in front, and again, Schrum with the goal stick knocks that one aside to the far glass. Pinching down for the right point, Bedard can't keep it in. Here comes Blue Ridge back up the left side. In with a wrist shot, ripped wide on the glove side there as it wraps around past Sales all the way down the ice. So now coming back the other way. Blue Ridge trying to break in on that right wing side. They'll feed the puck in behind the net. Blue Ridge looking to try to spend some time in the offensive zone here in this game as they shovel a shot wide. They really did not have much in the way of zone time in game number 1. Far corner, Kulikov tried to center. That one is knocked away. Comes on to the near side. Played down the ice. That one's probably going to go for icing here, and indeed it will. As Ben Perron back for the touch. 1:49 gone here in the first. No score. Draw will come to the left of the PD cage. Adrian on that faceoff. It ends up back at the point. Kept in up top by Blue Ridge. Shot is blocked by traffic. And now it's deflected out. Nice job, active stick there from Gullo. Dump back in. Oh boy, kicked right up the slot. And Blue Ridge couldn't get a chance out of it. They had a couple of players in the area, but Trevor Lord alertly able to deflect that puck away. Boy, Matt Sales was heading around behind the net, and it took an awkward kick off the stanchion as we get an icing against the Blue Ridge Bobcats. But he was headed around behind the net to trap that puck back there. And instead, it took a kick off that stanchion, went right up the middle in front of the net. Thankfully, no Bobcats were available to shoot. And as it got up towards the point, there was some decent traffic there. And again, Lord with the alert defensive play. So now the face-off on the other end. A long shot in is kicked aside. Chance to the front of the net, and a save made right on the doorstep by Schrum. Great chance for Jesso, who's still looking for his first goal of the year. Now pushing back. Here comes Blue Ridge on the left side. Pass across. Nice save coming to his left there. Sales shuts it down. Jesso through the middle. Onto the right side. Pass left off. There's a wrist shot. Blocker save. Rebound. Jesso on it. His shot also stopped as Schrum hugs that right post. Rivers had a good chance in there. Worked it over to Lord. This line is buzzing early. Like to see that. PD's got two really good, solid scoring units, both capable of striking at any time. Both teams go for the line change here as the puck dumped in from center. Pickford will look to move it ahead, and here comes Wilson. Wilson skating in on the left side, delays, lost it, battling to get it back, looking for help from Marcinkiewicz on the left side. Wilson up to the left point. There's a shot, save made, and gobbled up in the pads of Schrum. He'll hang on to that one. Dominik Marcinkiewicz has 6 goals and 11 points on the year. So right now he's leading the team in goals, and he's second in points to his brother, Patrick Marcinkiewicz, who has 12 points, but he has 7 assists. That does not lead the team in assists. That is Dustin Jessa, who, as I mentioned, still looking for his first goal of the year, but he's already got 11 helpers. Blue Ridge back on the right wing side. Daly with a pass in front. Puck sitting there, and that shot was blocked, went off the leg of Bedard. Ends up in the near side corner. PD will break out up the near side. Houston's pass is tipped away. And now banked in, hit the linesman. Reller tried to turn for it, has to feed it into the corner. Carson Andrioli has dropped back to defense tonight for Blue Ridge as he is heading off to the bench there. But a little bit of a lineup shuffle here for Blue Ridge, and obviously the anger at losing 8-2 and the need maybe for a little bit of a change for these guys. So now coming around to the right wing side. Here's Dominik Marcinkiewicz trying to move it ahead. Now picked up by Chernook. He'll carry it in left wing. The defenseman trying to get up there. It's poked away from him, though, just inside the line. And now Daly with a chance. Tip to the glass as Blue Ridge trying to push back in. Fed towards the point, but not getting there in time to keep it in was Perron. Forced all the way back down the ice there. Heitzner with an errant pass, and so Blue Ridge will have to come 200 feet here on the regroup. Pass broken up at the blue line and turning it back quickly on the left side. Here's Adrian. Adrian moving in, tried to slide it in front. Pass tipped into the left wing corner. 5 minutes into the first period, no score. PD and Blue Ridge. Spinning in that right wing corner. Razulov down low, tried to feed that one around. Now Prexler tried to move it free, looking for a little help on the wall. It's tipped out. Blue Ridge gets it to center. They bring it in over the line, but that pass was behind the intended target as Heitzner has to put it deep now. Turning back with it, Razulov behind his own net. He'll wait, set up the breakout from there while his mates change. Razulov looked right side, got the pass immediately back, is pressured and has to wheel back behind his own net once again as he's watched by Bresco. Puck finally does make it out to center, but Blue Ridge forcing the turnover there. I will say this, Blue Ridge is definitely coming out better tonight than they did last night. And that's exactly what we expected. We talked about it in the pregame show. We didn't think they were going to come out flat 2 nights in a row. Shot from the right point, save made, and actually might have caught the goal post as well on its way by as PD trying to dig it out. And Jesso feeding it back across. Boy, they got to be careful they don't get nailed too many men here. Had to be smart on the change. Now it's sent down the ice. Oh, puck lost right in on goal. Oh my, Andrioli tried to stick handle behind his own net, lost it, and Schrum had to cover it. 6:15 gone here in the first. We are scoreless. We'll take a break and come back with more in just a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those 3 things together, and it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Real guests paid for their testimonial.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Margarita's Mexican Restaurant, where every dish is a celebration of taste. Tomlinson Sales. Get your PD IceCat apparel here. 7 locations to serve you. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told. And the official video graphic designer for the Dee IceCats.
Welcome back here on IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you. First period is brought to you by your GMC area dealers. And PD Hockey also brought to you by Propel Water, the official water of your IceCats, by your official medical provider, MUSC, and by the official workout facility, McLeod Fitness Center. Face off to the right of the Blue Ridge goal. It's one of the few offensive zone draws that PD have had here in this early first period. But it's cleared out by Blue Ridge. And now the IceCats will push ahead on the right wing side. Here's Rivers in over the line, forced off on the right wing side, but following up the play is Lord. Lord into the slot, shot Gesso, and that one is blocked in front. Never quite made it on goal. Pop off will pinch from the right point. He'll keep it in down low. Puck poked away. There's a shot coming in. It sails wide. Lord on the left wing on the rebound. Lord tried to force it through, gets to the point. Pop off just backhands it into the left wing corner. Gesso tying up his man, puck to the left point. That one is poked away and past Jurgenite. Pop off all the way back to his zone end. Still wheeling back there, looking for some help. There we go, gets it up the middle. And now a little chip into space left side, and it'll be dumped in by Marcinkiewicz, who takes a big hit. And now we have a penalty coming. No, pardon me, it looked like the referee put his arm up. He did not. Thought for a second we had a call, but instead it's Daly who gets put into the glass. And, well, this is your kind of response period, as we mentioned. I mean, Blue Ridge has come out with a much better effort here to start this first period, but you had to know the way it ended yesterday. As Wilson works in left side with a shot, that is shut off by Schrum at the left post. You knew it was physical the way it ended. There was certainly frustration for Blue Ridge, and now PD back in offside at the blue line. But that would carry over to the next night, and it has. And so this is really, last night we had one good hit, I think, in the entire game. Already we've had 2 or 3 here in the last couple of minutes. So 7:47 into this first period, still scoreless, but I tell you what, it's already shaping up to be a much more physical contest than last night. Faceoff will come up just outside of the Blue Ridge line. And they will win it back. Look to move that puck ahead on the left wing side. A little chip down, and that'll be chased by Bedard back into the PD zone. Kept in from up top. Bedard again around the rim. Oh boy, he got hit from behind, and the ref just kind of turned away from that hit. Bedard's okay. He's back up handling the puck right now. Chased in behind the net, tries to leave it off. But Blue Ridge is trying to assert themselves physically here. Heitzner feeds it up to the point. There's a shot blocked in front. And now tipped away to center, but just past the reach there of Prexler. Sent back in around the rim. And now ahead is Gullo. Gullo dumps it in from the stripe at center and avoids the check. Puck kicks right to the side of the net to Schrum. Boy, the boards are active here in the glass. They've been filtering pucks right to the front of the net. Both goaltenders have had to be cautious. 8:33 gone here in the first, no score. Jesso's line out there on the ice once again, and on the left side, Rivers is back at the top of the circle to see if Gesso can maybe win that back to him for a shot. And he wins it past him between the D and all the way down the ice, so PD will have to regroup. Gesso tried to dump it on the backhand, hit a body, kicks back to the PD line. Shernock trying to play it ahead. And now working it all the way back as Lord loops in front of his own net. Now gives it to Shernock. He'll move it ahead. Gesso leaves it off in space. And that pass now by Razulov is picked off right back in. Blue Ridge, a shot fought off by the left arm there. Just getting the glove up in time with Sales. Shot coming in again. That hit a body. Caroms to the near corner. Gesso trying to skip around the referee. And Gesso looking to move it ahead through center. Right wing, PD in with a long shot. Maybe more a pass towards the front of the net, looking for a tip. By the way, didn't connect. And the Bobcats back the other way. They'll try the right side. Cutting to his left, here's a chance, a wrist shot, and that was blocked in front there as Kozarev was cut off in the slot. Now Popov ahead as PD changing. Dumped in cross corner by Jurgenite. In on the boards, Marcinkiewicz, that's Dominic trying to put it in front. Wilson is spilled down. Crowd didn't like it, but no call. So far, they're letting the boys play. Now a 2-on-1 for Blue Ridge. Moving in left side, a shot, and a right shoulder save there as Sales tips it out of play. Halfway home here in the first period. Scoreless so far. We'll be back with more in just a moment. This is IceCats.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
And we are back here on PD IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you. Thanks for joining us as we're taking a look right now at a scoreless open to this first period, but not for lack of effort, that's for sure. Face-off coming up to the right of Matt Sales. And PD will control the draw on its own end. They're going to go around to the left side, and Jurgenite can't get it out. It's kept in again by Blue Ridge. Here's Martin, pushed off it by Popov. And now puck up the middle, and it finds Houston Wilson. He'll stick handle his way in, looking to the right side, looking for some help, slides it back across, and that pass was deflected by both Marcinkiewicz, but neither could come up with it. Now a shot for the left point. Pickford couldn't get it on goal. Now it's up to the right point. Popov moving over, holding it in there. He'll work his way down the wall, pinned off there, trying to kick it free to himself on the hash marks. Wilson there with him. Puck to the point. Kept in by Patrick's Marcinkiewicz, but he is stripped at the line. And back come the Bobcats on the right wing side. Reller tried to go between his skates and then wiped out. He was looking for a penalty on the play, but actually he tripped on something that's on the ice, and I can't tell what that is. Looks like it might be a broken stick. That pass misses, a banker all the way down the ice, and so PD is going to end up with an icing call against it. I don't think that was a stanchion or anything fell out of the glass. I think that might be a broken stick that is out there on the ice. Yep, that is exactly what it was that he fell on. He was looking for a tripping call. Reller went to go make a cut, and he fell, and I think that was part of the problem. .8:52 to go here in the first. Scoreless. Fakes off to the right of Sales. That puck put back in, and now there's a shot. Whoa, dangerous tip on goal. Left pad save there. Now another chance. That one wide of the net. Well, I tell you what. Blue Ridge is absolutely buzzing right now. They're all over things. And a much better start for them, and you had to expect it. PD is kind of weathering the storm in its own building, which you don't see too often. That puck fed around, ends up at the left point. Long shot and blocked. And now back the other way. Here come the IceCats. Shot from the left wing. That one tips off a defenseman right in on goal. Kind of a harmless-looking shot by Prexler, but it hit the inside of the thigh pad there on Danny Martin. And it tumbled in on goal. Schrum had to flop the old mid over it. By the way, once again, I have to apologize to a goaltender for having the wrong goaltender in the game. And tonight I have the wrong goaltender in the game for PD. It is actually Ricardo Gonzalez who is in the game. So Gonzalez is the goaltender that's in there right now for PD. You can tell I'm new here. This is literally my second day, and I sound like it. So I apologize. We'll get that right. Puck dumped in to the Blue Ridge end. Left point, there's a long shot. That one is golfed wide by Chernook. Ends up in the right wing corner. Pinching down for the left point. Chernook trying to keep it in over there. There was a hit, a little bit of a high hit there, but they let that one go. As I said, they're kind of letting the boys play here tonight. IceCats will regroup back into their own end. 7:10 to go here in the first. Scoreless so far. Shots right now registering 6-5 in favor of PD. However, I will say out of the goaltenders that have had to be more active, really, it's been Gonzalez who's had to be busy. PD trying to push this one ahead. Kept it on the right wing side. Jesso puck in his skates. He's had the best look for PD. That was a little bit earlier on in the frame here. Still looking for his first goal of the year. Dumped back in from center as PD tags up to get onside. Jesso up on the puck aggressively on the forecheck. Knocked down. Trying to pop back up to his skates. Puck still there. He still got it. Nice job by Jesso. Looking for a little bit of help in the wing. Right side, that's Rivers chipping in with him. Finally, Blue Ridge able to win that board battle. And now back in the defensive zone. Jesso is wrapped up with one of the Blue Ridge defenders. We've got at least one, possibly two penalties coming. I don't know if they'll get Jesso as well. We might have a 4-on-4 here. Let's see. Erickson is going into the box. And that's it, actually.
Bobcats number 33, Robin Erickson. 2 minutes for roughing. Erickson.
So roughing the call against Erickson as he finds himself in the Austin Remax penalty box, and it's the first Chick-fil-A power play of the night for the IceCats. They go to work. They were 2 for 10 last night. There's a chance in tight on Schrum, and it's cleared away after he makes that save against the left post. 25% of the power play this year for the IceCats. That's third in the league. On the kill, 81.6 for the Bobcats. That's ninth. They got 2 for 10 last night. And if Blue Ridge begins to put themselves in the box, as PD would have been in offside, that allows Blue Ridge a free clear here. Or at least a chance at it. They still haven't sent it down. Now they do. And they're going to kill off their first part of this penalty. And they'll cycle the PK unit. Wilson will bring it ahead now for PD. In on the left side, he'll leave it off on the wall, and now the IceCats can go to work. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz on the right side, dancing in front of the shot, goes right across the front of the goal. He'll go after his own rebound. Patrick's on the left side with it. Leaving into the left wing corner now up to the left point quickly. Razulov to the middle of the blue line, looking over for the one time. Had to flip it over there, though, and now it's returned to him. Razulov, he'll tee it up, tipped in front, got the glass. Dominik's Marcinkiewicz keeping it down low, looking for Wilson. Wilson trying to battle it free. It's cleared to the line off Razulov, and down it goes. 37 seconds to go in the power play. Under 5 to go in the first. Still scoreless here on this Saturday night tilt between the IceCats and the Bobcats. Prexler will now bring it in on the right side for PD. Prexler down low, wraps it around out the far side. Onto the left wing, Rivers with a shot, tip behind the net, jammed off the side of the goal, comes up top, held in there. Quick shot, save made, rebound to the right side corner. Good stop by Schrum coming to his left. Time ticking down to the power play. It's almost over, and now we're back to 5-on-5, but a chance short side there. Lord was denied, and now it's cleared out. Blue Ridge has killed it off. And here they come. They've got numbers in left side, 3-on-2. A backdoor feed off the toe of the stick of Klinecki. We went through a phase yesterday. It was in the second period, but after a couple of power plays. The game opened up 5-on-5, and teams just traded chances for a couple of shifts. I wonder if we're going to see that a little bit here, because it's got that same kind of feel, that frantic pace to it that saw them just going end-to-end for a little while. Puck at center, pushed ahead. Trying to reach for it is Adrian. Popoff ends up with it. Popoff looking, he gave it away right in front. A shot, and that one is up over top of the net. Heitzner in close, didn't have a lot of room to make a move. Tried to go high blocker and missed the net. Now back in comes Blue Ridge. They'll try to chop it the other way, and now that one on the left side ends up all the way back in the Bobcats end here. They try to clear it out, but it's gloved down and kept in by Gullo. Now it's knocked away from him. And here comes Blue Ridge once again on the rush. Left side, Andrioli leading the charge, leaving it back to the point. Sent down the wall by Stuckless. Ends up in behind the net. Chernock around to the near side. Gullo will tip it on down the ice. Not enough gas or icing. PD making a change behind the play. Blue Ridge finishing theirs as well. Now pass deflects off Wilson, and right back in comes PD, but puck picked off at the line. Nice play by Radchenko, but turned over again. Chance in the slot here as a player knocked down. Boy, no call there. Could have been. Blue Ridge quickly back after the turnover. In with a shot. They score. Bresco goes 5-hole on Gonzalez after what could have been a penalty call against Blue Ridge, and the crowd booing that one. But tonight, it is Blue Ridge scoring first. Boy, you can hear the angry buzz in the crowd over that one. And for the second night in a row, Bresco has the opening goal for his team. Kozarev, the only assist on the goal that they have listed. Blue Ridge will push in again here, trying to ride the momentum, make something happen. Martin stood up on the left side. Jesso back after it, trying to poke that one ahead. Martin on it left wing. Look at his center. And now it'll be picked out of there. Jesso looking to move it ahead. Right wing lead. Picked up there by Lord. Lord back. Jesso rolling puck in with a wrist shot, and that one tumbles high over top of the net. He tried desperately to settle that puck down. No icing here. Is all the way back for it is Jurgenite. He'll look up the left wing side. Jesso waiting there. Backhands it ahead to himself. Feeds it on the right wing. Popoff will bank it in from there. Perron behind the Blue Ridge net after it. He'll look on the left side with $1:26 to go here in the first. It's 1-0 Blue Ridge. Kicked out towards center. And now ahead come the Bobcats attacking. Pass towards the front of the net, deflected away left point. Not outshot, blocked by Popoff off the right instep. That one crippled him a little bit. There's a shot. Puck sitting in the goal crease and sprawling to his right. Gonzalez able to come up with it. And a bit of a wrestling match over there on the far side. That was Jurgenite involved in that one. 1:05 to go here in this first period, and I'm trying to see if we are going to take this last break or not. I don't think we are. We're going to lose the TV timeout. Or are we? Nope, we are going to go ahead and get to the break. All right, 1:05 left to go. 1-0 Blue Ridge in the lead. This is IceCats hockey.
No matter which sport clips you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics and specialized equipment. From our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today. Located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes, bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
Well, back here with 1:05 left to go in this opening frame, brought to you by your GMC area dealers. It is PD IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you. Thanks for joining me, everybody. We appreciate having you along here tonight. It's been a good road first period for the Blue Ridge Bobcats, and a little bit more physical game than last night, but we've seen the explosiveness of this IceCats offense, and there is no chance that Blue Ridge is going to take them for granted 2 nights in a row. And PD just trying to make sure this puck gets out here. They lose the defensive zone draw. Played around to the left point. That one is kept in with a shot, and it's deflected in behind the net. And now they'll get a chance to move it out to center. Up the left wing side, here comes Dominic Smarson-Kevics in with a wrist shot. Save made, Schrum rebound. He pokes it away to the corner. Picked up there by Kulikov. They'll play it off the glass, and the bouncer comes down at center. Now it's turned over. And back in the left wing, Blue Ridge trying to stuff a pass in front. That was blocked. We're down to 30 seconds to go in the period. Left wing side, Razulov trying to catch up with it. Back into his own end, Radchenko for Blue Ridge. He'll just pop that out to center. Puck scoots free. Razulov ends up with it. He'll curl back, looking for a little bit of help. Feeds it back down low, and Chernook going to move that one. And now onto the left side, here's Patrick Smarson-Kevics into the slot, and that one leaked off the toe of his stick as he tried to let a wrister go. Down to about 3 seconds to go in the period. Looks like we're going to run this one out. So 20 minutes in, it is the Blue Ridge Bobcats that head off with a 1-0 lead. Bresco the only goal. And not that it was a bad period for either side. It was just a much closer game, much closer open to this game, and certainly a more physical open to this game than what we saw last night. And a great crowd on hand here tonight, appreciating the physical nature of that first period. And now, hey, we're going to have a chance to watch the little kids play hockey, which is always an awful lot of fun. All right, we're going to kick it on into our first period intermission report. When we come back, we'll wrap up the scoring, take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, and look back at the period that was 1-0. Blue Ridge has the lead. We're back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
Looking to score big with your printing? M&M Printing and Graphics is your hometown team. From flyers, business cards, and posters to vinyl graphics, banners, and outdoor signage, we do it all. Whether you're promoting your business, cheering on your team, or bringing your brand to life, we've got the players and the skills to make it happen. Visit mmpg.us or call 843-662-2412. M&M Printing and Graphics, the official printer of the PD IceCats.
Southco Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. Southco Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
Hey, let's go.
Orchid is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Da Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Da Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
And welcome back here at the first period intermission report. 20 minutes in the books here at Florence Center, and it is currently a 1-0 lead for the Blue Ridge Bobcats. Thanks for joining us here on a Saturday night. We're going to take a look around the out-of-town scoreboard and what's going on here in and around the league, as well as keeping you abreast of that World Series Game 7 that's going on. We're going to get to all that stuff here in just a little bit, but really want to talk about that first period. It was again, and, you know, not to continue to go back and kind of hash out that pregame, but boy, you had to know that it was not going to be an easy game here tonight, first of all. But you just really expected that Blue Ridge was going to have some sort of response. They had to, and they did. They came out. They were more physical. They certainly seemed more motivated, and maybe a little paint peeling from Coach Zemlichka earlier helped them to find the urgency in their game. They scored the only goal of the first period, although it did take a while, all the way to the 17:27 mark of the first period before they were able to put one home. And it was really just a little bit of a leaker shot. Barely got through the 5-hole on Ricardo Gonzalez, but in it goes. Milan Brezko, 2 goals in as many games here as he notches that first marker of the game. The only assist right now being accredited to Nikita Kozarev. And so that's your score, 1-0 after 1. Shots right now listed as 11 for the hometown IceCats and 6 for the Bobcats. And I think the physical nature of this game is probably going to play itself out in a lot of ways, but one of the ways that, I mean, really, the Bobcats got themselves in trouble so many times yesterday was just heading to the penalty box. And it seems to me that for this team, if they're going to want to find a way to win this game on the road, they've got to stay out of the penalty box. And so far, so good. They've only taken 1 minor penalty, 0 for 1 in the power play for the IceCats. No chances of the man advantage for the Bobcats. And for PD, that's going to be the order of the day as well. Stay out of the penalty box. Do not give any momentum to this Blue Ridge hockey team. Don't let them get it going. And that's going to be very important for them as well. So hopefully they're able to continue to abide by that, as right now we've got the little kids out there on the ice doing a little bit of a shootout, a youth hockey shootout down there, so that's an awful lot of fun. So we'll definitely enjoy watching the kids play some hockey, and then we'll see how things are going to pan themselves out here for the remainder of the period. We've got 5-on-5 hockey coming out here when we do come back in just a little bit. And well, they got them all lined up out there having a good time. And we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get to our out-of-town scoreboard, and we're going to go ahead and update you on what's going on around the rest of the FPHL in that World Series Game 7. So stay tuned. There's more coming your way. 20 minutes in the books. It is Blue Ridge 1, PD nothing. This is IceCats.
Da Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Da Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
Welcome to Zapata's, your best choice for authentic Mexican food. Whether you want to stop by for brunch or bring your whole family in for Taco Tuesday, our restaurant offers excellent Mexican cuisine with premium ingredients and artful presentations made by our master chefs. 2 locations to serve you in Florence and in Hartsville. Order online at zapatasrest.com. Pata's Grill Mexican Restaurants. Good food, always fresh. For more than 85 years, Tomlinson Sales Company has proudly served customers across South and North Carolina. As a proud partner and the official outlet store of your PD IceCats, stop by to check out exclusive IceCats merchandise, plus an ever-changing inventory that makes Tomlinson a must-stop destination. Visit them at 1309 East Palmetto Street in Florence and discover the PD's hometown store. Tomlinson Sales Company, where great service, trusted brands, and community pride come together.
Life happens on your floors, but when dirt, spills, and messes take over, it's time to call the experts. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides a deep cleaning technology that removes dirt and allergens, leaving your floors fresh and spotless. Breathe easier and enjoy a cleaner, healthier home with Stanley Steamer. Call or visit us online today. Stanley Steamer, your home deserves it.
And we are back here on IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you. And as we are taking a look at the ice right now, the kids have vacated after having fun doing the shootout and getting out there. You know what? It's always cool. The youth hockey programs, no matter where you go, I think it's just one of the most entertaining things to watch. And, I mean, in a way, it's pretty simple, right? Especially the very, very young kids, the mites and the mini-mites. There's one puck on the ice and a crowd of, 10 kids going after the same puck all the time. There's no such thing really as positions when you're that age. There's one puck, everybody chases, everybody goes after it. And that's just, kind of the way it works. It's kind of cool, it's fun, and, they're out there having a blast and getting to do it in front of this great crowd here tonight at Florence Center. It's just an awful lot of fun to watch, so... all right, so let's take a look here at the out-of-town scoreboard. And we're not quite underway yet for Game 7 of the World Series. Oh, my goodness. And again, me being a lifelong Blue Jays fan, you know that it's going to be a heck of a clash, but it's going to be Shohei Ohtani dealing for the LA Dodgers. And for the Toronto Blue Jays, it's going to be the veteran in Max Scherzer. And 41-year-old Max Scherzer handed the ball in the postseason. Unbelievable. He's 1-0 with a record of 4.5 ERA and 10 innings pitched and a 1.3 whip with 8 strikeouts. So we shall see how it's going to break down, but it's going to be exciting no matter what that breakdown turns out to be. Taking a look around the FPHL, it is always a busy night on a Saturday night. It's a lot of fun when you get a bunch of teams playing, and right now, as we get some refreshes in here, the Port Huron Prowlers have a 2-1 lead over the Binghamton Black Bears. That game has moved into the second period. Boy, how about Danbury out to a 5-0 first period lead over the Watertown Wolves. That is a heck of a start. Twin City and Athens 1-1 tie after one period of play at Aikens Ford Arena. Remember, Athens has started by winning 5 in a row this year, so let's see if perhaps the Thunderbirds can put a dent in that season opening win streak. Coming up at the top of the hour, you got Indiana visiting Topeka. You've got Monroe and Biloxi getting it underway, and then you've got Columbus at the Baton Rouge Zydeco. Here it's a 1-0 Blue Ridge lead, and for the second night in a row, the goal scorer to open the scoring for the Bobcats is Milan Bresco. And that's only his second of the season, but back-to-back games with a goal now for him. And again, a physical first period, but for the most part, they let the boys play, and that was pretty evident. Only one penalty called. Honestly, could have been a few more. And in fact, on Bresco's goal, it almost caused a little bit of a pause or a delay on the PD side. They expected a penalty to be called when I believe it was Dominik's Marcinkiewicz who got knocked down and pulled down, knocked down. I guess it depends how you see it. The referee saw it as knocked down, and so there was no penalty coming. That allowed a bit of an odd man rush going the other way for the Bobcats, and they convert on it. As you have to play to the whistle, first of all. I mean, that is a pretty obvious thing to say, I know. But in that case, just because you expect a penalty to be called doesn't give you the permission at any level to wait for it to be called. And kudos, again, to the Bobcats. They played to the whistle. They kept going. No call coming, and so they were able to go down and convert on that and made it 1-0. And again, the other difference tonight for the Bobcats so far, staying out of the box, is going to be paramount to them because they were shorthanded 10 times last night, including a full 2 minutes of 5-on-3 against, which, by the way, of all the crazy stats in the game, for the fact that the IceCats scored 8 goals, they went 2 for 10 on the power play. They did not score on that full 2 minutes of 5-on-3. So, yeah, yesterday was a bit of a head-scratcher in so many different ways. It's one of few 3-on-5 shorthanded goals you'll ever see because, yeah, for a while, the IceCats were down 5-on-3, but they managed to score while they were down 5-on-3. And, I mean, that almost never happens. But they pulled it off yesterday. So, you really never know what you're going to get here. And 20 minutes in with just a 1-0 advantage for the Bobcats, I don't think the scoring is done by any stretch of the imagination in this game. I am sure we're going to see more goals, and as we saw last night, the IceCats can put those up in buckets. So hopefully they've got a couple of buckets that they're going to bring to the bench here for the second period and try to provide a few more goals here than the 0 that they were able to put up in the first period. But again, shots 11-6. So the other reason why it doesn't feel like a panic or a rush, I'm not worried about it as an analyst of that first period, is because the scoring chances are coming. They're getting shots on goal. They're getting pucks to the net. They're getting traffic. And some of the chances that did make it in on net were deflections. So from that standpoint, that's not bad either. You have to at least appreciate the fact that those deflected pucks are making their way in on goal, that they are getting to a high traffic area. And you know what? Anytime you force a goaltender to make a save, things can get a little crazy. But that's the most important thing for them to do, is just keep getting the chances. And as long as they do that, I have every confidence that PD will break through in period number 2. They'll get it going for themselves. Shouldn't be a problem. And you know what? It's not that it's not going to be a closer game. I do expect it to be a closer game. I do expect it to continue to be physical. And at some point, special teams may be the difference. And again, coming into the game, the IceCats are third on both the power play and the penalty kill, while the Bobcats fifth on the power play, but just mid-pack ninth on that PK. So that could make a difference in this one. All right, that's it for our first intermission report. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will have second period action for you. So stay tuned. We'll be back with more here in just a moment. Blue Ridge leads it 1-0 after 1. This is IceCats hockey.
Welcome to Zapata's, your best choice for authentic Mexican food. Whether you want to stop by for brunch or bring your whole family in for Taco Tuesday, our restaurant offers excellent Mexican cuisine with premium ingredients and artful presentations made by our master chefs. 2 locations to serve you in Florence and in Hartsville. Order online at zapatasrest.com. Pata's Grill Mexican Restaurants. Good food, always fresh.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those three things together, and it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Real guests paid for their testimonial.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes, bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
And we are back here on IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you, and it is game 2 of a 2-game weekend set here between the PD IceCats and the Blue Ridge Bobcats. A much better effort out of the Bobcats tonight. Last night was an 8-2 win for PD, in case you're just joining us and did not catch Friday night's game. But so far tonight, and the Bobcats have come out with renewed life, a much more physical pace, and it's been entertaining so far. Second period is brought to you by Bud Light. So our thanks to them for sponsoring the second period all season long. For our radio listeners on the IceCats radio network, PD rolling left to right here in period number 2. In the dark home uniforms with the gray shoulders and light blue stripes, along with the thicker gray, thinner blue stripes around the elbows and the waist. PD and script on the front of the jersey. It's a classic look. And now Blue Ridge will win that face-off and try to bust right in on goal. Popoff takes the puck away and puts it in behind his own net. PD trying to break the zone. Pass up the right side is chased back into the Bobcats end of things there, but unable to come up with it is Lord. Does this turn back? Will that be icing? No. Jurgenite trying to play it around to the far side. Popoff into the corner. Knocks his man down with a heavy hit. Puck kept in up top. Shot was blocked by traffic. Another chance again blocked by traffic. Left point. How about another shot? And that one is ripped high to the glass by Klinecki. Wraps its way all the way around and out down the ice. Klinecki hooked up pretty good there by Rivers. Boy, you better be careful, speaking of not wanting to take a penalty. Although, they've been letting a lot go so far here and just letting them play. Sent around the rim. That one a roller down the ice. It will not go for icing. Back after it is Erickson. Plays it away from Houston Wilson up aggressively on the forecheck. Here's Daly. Left side pass to center. Reller. Trying to stick handle in space, just lost it. Marcinkiewicz putting it in on the left side. Patrick's closing down the wall. Wrist shot, score! Patrick's Marcinkiewicz with a wrist shot that beats the goaltender. Schrum on the glove side. 1:18 into the second period. This game's tied at 1. Well, that, you couldn't have drawn it up any better. 1:18, a quick strike. I don't know if Houston Wilson's going to pick up a assist on that goal or not, but boy, you love to see a quick strike there. That's exciting. Brother Dominic picks up an assist. They do not give one to Wilson. At least not right now. Sometimes they may add one later. But now PD's got the momentum, and they go right back to work. They push the puck in on the left side. Here's a centering feed. Wrist shot tipped up over top of the net. Puck on the side of the net, trying to jam it home there. Unable to get it to go, and paying for it was Prexler. Shot from the right point. Save made. Rebound in front. And boy, I tell you what, the Bobcats back on their heels right now. They're able to get it at least to the line, but PD riding the wave of momentum after that goal as they get on the board. Here's a stretch pass ahead, tipped on to the right wing side. Driving towards the net, Rivers cut off of the near post. Around to the left point it goes, kept it up top off of Stanchion, and that kicks right to the faceoff dot where it's picked up by Lord. Lord into the corner, Gesso back up the wall, turns it on goal, and a glove save there. Schrum will hang on. Face-off will go to his right. 2:35 gone here in the second, tied at 1. Boy, PD coming out with some renewed urgency here in the second. We're having trouble getting this puck dropped here. Jesso's tossed out of the circle. Trevor Lord has to step in for the faceoff. Gesso comes over to help him out, wraps it around, puts it right in front, off the goal post. Or was that in? Was that in? Did it go middle bar? Yes, they're saying it's a goal. Trevor Lord. And we might go to a replay on this one. Lord saying it hit the inside post. I thought that might have gone bar out, but the referee right there saying it was in. So now we may go to a review. But if this goal stands, boy, what a way to come out here for PD. .240 time of the goal. Let's see if they're going to review this or not. It would be Jesso's team leading 12th assist. And Lord's 6th goal. They're still having a conference about it. Both referees and both captains are talking it over here. Yeah, Lord was on it right away. He said that went middle bar and out, meaning the middle bar in the back of the top of the net, as opposed to the crossbar or the goal post. Honestly, very hard to tell from my angle the way the puck came out behind the goaltender. I could not tell. And Lord indicating it is a goal. We haven't had the official referee signal. He's still talking to the official scorer here, but maybe Trevor Lord's just trying to sell the crowd on it. Could be it. Let's see. And now the explanation over to the Blue Ridge bench. Both teams are still gathered at their benches. Let's see here. The Blue Ridge players are kind of gesturing, and I'll tell you what, Coach Zemlichka for Blue Ridge is also, shall we say, animated. But I don't think there's going to be a review. I think the referee just saw what he saw, right? He was right there on the goal line. It's a goal. It's a goal, so 2-1. All right, well, there you go. How about that? Quick strikes coming just 1 minute, 22 seconds apart. And it goes from a 1-0 deficit for the IceCats to a 2-1 lead. Right now, Blue Ridge pushing on in. They announced a goal for Eli Rivers. I was pretty sure that was Lord's goal, but well, we'll see. So PD trying to keep that momentum. Marcin Kevik's in on the left side. The only problem with that, after whether there's a review or not, or just a lengthy discussion, is sometimes you can lose that momentum. Now there's a turnover down low. Patrick's in. Score! Patrick's Marcin Kevik's on the turnover in the slot. A wrist shot that goes high under the bar. 3 quick goals for PD, and it's 3-1. This is an absolutely perfect start to the period. And Patrick's Marcin Kevik's has his second of the period. And that might be all for Schrum. Or are they just calling a timeout here? No, I think they're just, timeout. So it's going to be a timeout for Blue Ridge as they try to figure out what just happened. I'll tell you what happened. The IceCats came out with a fire lit underneath them to start this period. How about that? 2 minutes and 55 seconds is all it took to score 3 goals. And Marcin Kevik's, that one's going to be unassisted, and just a terrible, terrible giveaway by Blue Ridge. But they've got to regroup now. For as well as they played in the first period, here's the scoring correction. So there you go. It is Lord's goal. So Wilson picks up an assist on that goal somehow for Marcin Kevik's, but that's all right. Blue Ridge will try to push their way back in, and I'll tell you what, if the Bobcats are getting back in this game, they're doing it now. Even if they don't score here, the next couple of shifts, they absolutely need to be right on top of it. Otherwise, PD is going to blow them right out of the building. There's a shot towards the net that's blocked by the D in front. And also PD's aware of that. Don't kid yourself. The IceCats know that they have to be vigilant here the next couple of shifts and just keep the momentum away from Blue Ridge. 3 quick goals here. The IceCats have taken a 3-1 lead. Daly back up the right side. He'll bring it in high. Slav with a wrist shot. Deflected in on goal. Boy, that one went off the shaft of Popoff's stick and made a challenging stop for Gonzalez as Popoff engaging with Daly and a little after the whistle here. But again, this is the biggest pushback you're going to see from the Bobcats. And the other fairly obvious statement to make here is, well, PD's got to stay out of the penalty box here. Don't do anything silly. Get yourself down a man for 2 minutes. Drawn to the right of the IceCats goal is controlled by Blue Ridge. Puck at the point. A shot save made. Blockered out there by Gonzalez to the corner. Rebound ends up Gesso behind his own net. He's followed through on, but got it around to the right side. And now PD will exit the zone. Here's a pass to a streaking player on the left side. Knocked down going into the corner was Gesso. Now puck around to the near side. Gesso takes the feed from Rivers. Gesso sidesteps one. Walks up in the high slot. Boy, he's got bodies all over him there. Ends up giving it up on the far side wall, and Kulikov able to clear it out to center. Reaching back for it, Lord can't get it. Now there's a chance in on goal. A shot wide on the stick side there is the Bobcats again pushing ahead. There's a shot tipped in on goal. Gonzalez save, and he paddles a rebound quickly to the corner. Also, PD doesn't want to get into a trading chances type of game. Wrist shot by Perron is blockered away. Right now, Blue Ridge is responding to the timeout. PD still trying to get that puck out of the zone and cannot. Been a bit of a long shift here, but now ahead is Lord. Lord on the right side. He'll delay and now flip it into the corner. Up on the forecheck here is Rivers. Wilson steps out, and now we get a whistle and a penalty in behind the play. A high sticking call coming up here, and that is exactly what they didn't want. So when we come back, it will be the Bobcats on the power play, but PD's got a 3-1 lead. We'll take a break and come back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
Life happens on your floors, but when dirt, spills, and messes take over, it's time to call the experts. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides a deep cleaning technology that removes dirt and allergens, leaving your floors fresh and spotless. Breathe easier and enjoy a cleaner, healthier home with Stanley Steamer. Call or visit us online today. Stanley Steamer, your home deserves it.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. Thanks for joining us. So it's just a 2-minute garden variety high stick against Eli Rivers, but PD putting itself down a man here. Certainly not what they wanted to do, but well, this is a huge kill right now. Leading 3-1 after scoring 3 goals in 2 minutes and 55 seconds at the start of this period. Now Blue Ridge to the power play for the first time tonight. There's a chance from the left side, a shot off the knob of the stick of Gonzalez. The penalty kill brought to you by Bluefish IT Solutions. As Rivers taking a seat in that Austin RE/MAX penalty box. And now the Bobcats will bring it back in. Try to set it up. Nice play down by Razulov, playing it around to the far side. Wilson backhands it to the line and out. Planecki trying to turn it back quickly here. Blue Ridge back in over the line, but the pass deflected away. And once again cleared out of the zone. And now a chance shorthanded. Here's Wilson cutting it on goal. Across, they score! A shorthanded goal once again for the PD IceCats. That's the third in 2 games, and it puts them up 4-1 just 6 minutes into the second. Dominic Marcinkiewicz, the beneficiary of all the hard work from Houston Wilson. Wilson breaking in on that right side, got the pass across. Marcinkiewicz actually drew a penalty that would have been called had he not scored. But you know what? PD will take that goal instead. Wilson's got his second point of the night. 4 minutes, 42 seconds, 4 goals. Unbelievable. So now Blue Ridge, an errant pass that goes back out to center. And every time something like that happens, after you lost a game last night 8-2, everything just magnifies itself. Up the right side, here comes Reller in over the line. Kicked out on the right wing, and now taken away. No, battle back for a nice job over there, Klinecki on the wall. That's Furiseth, pardon me. Shot coming in for the point, whistled wide. Puck right in on goal. Gonzalez, had to be quick to cover that one. That was a lively carom. We've seen that a couple times this weekend. The glass and the boards give up some unusually athletic rebounds. That one bounced right back in front at the side of the net. Fortunately, Gonzalez was alert. He was able to smother that one. 23 seconds left to go in the penalty kill for PD. 6:50, 5-0, gone by here in the second. 4 goals for PD to open the frame. Klinecki keeps it in, puck into the slot. There's a shot, that is blocked. Rebound sitting there, it's kept in. The Bobcats keep it alive. Time ticking down, though. 10 seconds to go in the man advantage. Here's Daly on the left side. Daly into the high slot, wrist shot. Boy, that was whistled wide. Furiseth just hooked that one. And now out of the box comes Eli Rivers. They have killed it off. And now pushing back in, the Bobcats on the left wing side. Popoff takes his man into the boards, but the puck still free floating in the high slot. A shot, and that is ripped wide by Klinecki. Tried to go to the glove side, but just missed. PD still trying to move it out of the zone. IceCats to center. Moving it ahead is Prexler. Prexler lost it and skates at the line. Still battling. Is able to send it deep. It bounces up high off of Chance Adrian. And now PD is going to peel out. They're going to go for the change here. Erickson waiting behind his own net. Blue Ridge actually doing the same here. Coming up on 8 minutes gone in this second period. 4-1 PD. And now a penalty coming up. Once again against PD. That's going to be a hooking call. So when we come back, once again, the Bobcats on the power play, but last time they gave up a power play goal. And, well, actually, we are not going to go to the break. We're going to stay here. Time of the penalty, 8:06. So Trevor Lord into the box. Second power play of the night for the Bobcats. They are 0 for 1. And again, gave up that shorthanded goal. They're 20.8 on the power play this year. That's 5th. 3rd on the kill, though. 90.9 for PD. Wilson will just toss that one back out to center. And Lavak playing it back to Martin. Martin will wheel back inside his own end here. And now it's turned over again to Wilson, but it was chopped off his stick. Wilson following it around to the far side. This is the duo that scored the shorty in the last kill. Blue Ridge pushing back in. Here's Martin corralling left side. Hash marks. He'll feed that one up top. Lavak over. Martin near dot. His shot. Hit a body in front. Didn't get through. Puck right on the doorstep. Save Gonzalez. Rebound is backhanded out. And down the ice by Wilson. PD able to change 2 of the 4 penalty killers out there. Now an errant pass. That's going for icing. Wow. That is a mistake by Blue Ridge. That's going to have to keep their power play unit out there. 1:06 to go in the man advantage, but more importantly allows PD to get the rest of its penalty killing unit changed out. Adrian and Prexler up front here. Bedard on the right side, and I believe that is Pickford on the left. 1 minute to go in the man advantage now as we are just past 9 minutes into the second period. 4-1 PD. Bresco trying to break into the zone, tried to do it all himself and lost the puck in the slot there. Cleared back out by PD. That's the other thing too, when you're trailing like this and you're trying not to let one slip, A lot of guys start to squeeze sticks and then try to do everything themselves. Now, you can't tie the game with one goal, as the puck picked off at center and just dumped deep there by Adrian. But you see a lot of guys trying individual efforts, trying to go through 4 or 5 guys to make something happen, feeling that need to be the catalyst. There's a shot from the off angle. That hit the goal post. Oh boy, Kozarev actually beat Gonzalez blocker side, but it went off the post. Now Daly trying to turn it ahead. Time ticking down to the power play as Heitzner in with a shot. That hit shin pads. And now back to full strength. Out of the box comes Lord, so they are 2 for 2, killing him off here. Didn't get a shorthanded goal that time, though. Not get too spoiled. There's a chance in tight. Gonzalez the save. Rebound to the left point. Erickson holding it in. Shot to the front of the net. That one is tipped to the right wing side. Daly on it. Daly trying to step away from the defender Bedard. Bedard knocked down. Puck to the line and out. Erickson tried to golf it back in. Ends up Jesso. Ran into traffic. Lost it. Puck rolls away into the corner. Mercurio over there after it. And now to be fed around to the right wing side. PD trying to clear the zone. Can't. That pass was cut off. Now a second attempt. They finally bank it out. Now here's a chance moving in. To his right. A shot. Score! Trevor Lord! Cut to his right around the defender. Kept the wrist shot low along the ice. And there's the hook for Schrum. Lord's got his second of the period. It's 5-1 IceCats. And that'll be the end of the night for Anthony Schrum. Into the game comes last night's netminder Hunter Verostic. He took the loss, allowed 8 yesterday. But boy, oh boy. And I was actually kind of surprised they left Verostic in to allow all 8 yesterday. Generally, you would think something like now they changed the goaltender, but oh my goodness, PD's pouring it on. Rivers and Jesso the assists. 5-1. Here's an icing potentially coming up here. No, they wave it off. And so PD must try to get that puck out of its own zone. Up top, there's a wrist shot coming in, blocked away, ends up on the near side. Ahead come the IceCats. Right wing, Jesso in with a shot to the front of the net. Pardon me, that's not Jesso, that's number 12. That's Prexler. Centering attempt, that one goes wide. For a Seth, we'll move it ahead. Puck tipped down. Bobcats will change it up here. That allows Popoff a chance to reset the break. Houston Wilson calling for the stretch at center by the time he got it. A little late there, but now pushing up on the right wing. Around behind the net is Prexler. Prexler feeds the point. Popoff with a lane. Lets it go. And that one off the knob of the stick of Verostic. Cleared out. And Popoff has to chase. He better hurry. He's got a man on him on the forecheck. Sends it out to an open wing where it's picked up by Wilson. Wilson will bank it in. On the near side. Quickly up after it is Patrick Smarcinkiewicz. Leaving it off to Dominics. Dominics trying to walk it in front. And it's cleared back out by Blue Ridge. Shoved right back ahead and on into the zone one more time. Perron gets it across. Up the right side, Kozarev. Steps away from Bedard. Into the slot, a chance all alone in front. They score. I believe that's Philip Plavak. And it is Plavak who scores to make it 5-2 and finally stem the tide here for the Bobcats a little bit. 5-2 with 7:15 left to go in this second period, but PD has built itself a big lead. And now the stick was chopped out of the hands. Are 2-on-1 the other way. We'll talk about that in a second. There's a shot, and they score again. 13 seconds later, a quick pair of goals from the Bobcats, converting on a 2-on-1, and all of a sudden it's a 5-3 game. And as good as that 5-goal stretch was, now all of a sudden, Mercurio scores, and it's a different game. Well, I guess momentum is a fickle mistress in this game tonight. PD is going to try to push back, but that pass missed and goes for icing. Boy, oh boy, it has gone back and forth here. A 5-3 game, and boy, it went from a celebratory mood for the crowd to a little bit of unease. 6:44 to go in this second period. 5-3, PD in the lead. Face off back down to the right of IceCats goaltender Ricardo Gonzalez. And, well, I guess they're going to elect to go to the TV timeout. So we're going to go ahead and do that. 6:44 to go here in the second. 5-3, PD in the lead. This is IceCats hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin and Associates. The right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals. Smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts. The pros in men's and boys' hair. You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Margarita's Mexican Restaurant, where every dish is a celebration of taste. Tomlinson Sales. Get your PD IceCat apparel here. 7 locations to serve you. Something to Remember Wedding Productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told. And the official video graphic designer for the PD IceCats.
Back here on IceCats hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. Wow, this one's a barn burner. 5-3 right now. PD in the lead. It was 1-0 after 1. The IceCats scored 5 in a row, but then 2 goals in 12 seconds from the Bobcats, and all of a sudden it's 5-3. And now a puck bounce again towards Hunter Verostic, who is in for Anthony Schrum, who started the game and gave up all 5. Puck thrown right in front. Verostic's going to cover and hang on, and we get a little bit of a discussion going on side of the net. But boy, I tell you what, this one you're going to have to stay tuned for the whole game to find out who wins this one. It is absolutely going to be an exciting contest. Face off to the left of Verostic. There's a shot right through the crease out the other side by Dominic Smarcinkiewicz. Now here's Patrick Smarcinkiewicz trying to backhand it off the side of the net. Taken away by Radchenko. And now left wing side. Here's a chance up into the slot. A shot. Blocker. Save. Gonzalez. Rebound. And, oh boy, Wilson caught a stick up high, it looks like. I think he's okay, but he's checking the chicklets there. Hope Houston Wilson is indeed okay. Puck to the left point. Blue Ridge pressuring. Shot blocked off a man in front. Patrick Marcinkiewicz ahead to Dominic's, and now it's knocked away from him. Popoff had the stick knocked out of his hand, going back for it. Jurgenite, his pass is all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing call. 5.5 minutes to go in the second period. Boy, oh boy. It has really picked up here. Face-off will come up to the right of the IceCats goal. There's a shot by Heitzner off the left shoulder of Gonzalez and into the far corner. They get on the far side. Wilson able to get the puck out to center. And now PD will press. Right side. Marcinkiewicz stopping, leaving it off Dominic's Marcinkiewicz to Wilson. Wilson, and now he got hit again with a stick up high right in front of the ref, and no call again. Puck at the left point, held in by Pickford. Pickford into the left wing corner. Feeds it up top, ripped up over top of the net on a rolling puck. Right point, that one is held in as Bedard tried to shove it in front. It was deflected. And now Bedard kicking it away at the line. Gesso is out there as part of the line change. Boy, Houston Wilson not once but twice high sticked on that shift. No call either time. Dominic's Marcinkiewicz trying to move it ahead. Had it picked away. Blue Ridge trying to move in. Chance in the slot. Developing a shot. Save Gonzalez. Rebound over to the near side corner. Ends up at the left point. Erickson feeds it far side. One-timer! Left pad save Gonzalez. Now a stretch on the wing looking for Gesso, but it was cut off. Back in comes Blue Ridge. A shot. Save Gonzalez. He paused that one down with the trapper. Fed to the right point, and it bounces free just over the line as Radchenko couldn't keep it in. Gesso looping back inside his own line. Dustin Gesso left side, rolling puck, trying to knock it down. Little delay move, goes behind the net. Rims it around to the right side, waiting there is Lord, back into the corner. Reller able to move it out for Blue Ridge. Razilov will play it up the glass, bounce it out to center. Dump back in the other way, and now the puck sent on down the ice, chased down over there, and well, they called that, I believe, an icing call. With 3:20 to go here in the second, PD has a 5-3 lead over Blue Ridge. Boy, don't go anywhere. The exciting conclusion of this Bud Light second period is coming up in just a moment. This is IceCats hockey.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those three things together, and it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes, bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
And we are back, 3:20 to go in this Bud Light second period. 5-3. PD in the lead. It was 1-0 after one. You know, I said in the first intermission, I said, you know, I don't think we're done with the scoring in this one. I didn't realize we were on the verge of a 7-goal, and we're not done yet. Second period. Face off coming to the left of Gonzalez. PD scored 5 in a row to open the period. It was 5-1. Then Blue Ridge got 2 quickly. There's a long shot in, handled by Gonzalez, and he freezes it for the face-off to his left. To jump right back into the game. 13 seconds apart. Levac and Mercurio. So your guess is as good as mine as to where this one is headed. Face-off will be to the left of the PD net. Puck back into that far side corner. And into the slot, not out. Onto the left wing side, there's Klinecki, tried to force it through, blocked. Another chance toward the front of the net. Puck is kicking around to the slot, tied up in skates. Ends up at the left point. There's a shot, also blocked by traffic. PD doing a nice job getting in front of pucks here as it's bounced in and scooped up off the ice by Verostic. He's not taking any chances. Hunter Verostic into the game in relief of Anthony Schrum, who gave up all 5. Last night, Verostic was touched up for 8. But he finds himself getting pressed back into duty after Schrum played a solid first period. Stopped all 11 shots he faced, but when the pucks just started going in, one after the other here. Face off to the right of Verostic. And here's a chance. Marcinkiewicz giving it across to Wilson. Wilson looking at front, wrist shot, glove save as Verostic guarding the upper corner on the near side here. Kept the big mitt up there and was able to catch it. Faceoff will now come to his left. Wilson between the Marcinkiewicz twins. Wilson kind of drifting forward there, waiting for this puck to drop. He and Mercurio. Mercurio wins it back. Labak feeding it on to the right side, and that allows Blue Ridge to break the zone, but Heitzner coughed it up at the line right to Wilson. And we get a whistle. Offside. Make sure you stay tuned for the Yokomo Tires second period intermission report. Coming up in 2 minutes and 29 seconds of gameplay. Might take me the entire intermission to wrap the scoring for you the way this is going. Blue Ridge pushing their way back in. Heitzner tied up in the corner. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz trying to move it along. Wilson will get it towards the line, and it does just drift out over the stripe. Blue Ridge has to tag it up here, but no matter. PD is going to be able to move it out. Wilson with a little spin move. Got it free, but then it's coughed up at center. Heitzner over skates, turns back for it. Feeds it across. Chasing that one is Kulikov, but that's going to result in an icing call. And so, PD gets a chance to change up the lines, which they will, and get the benefit of an offensive zone draw with 1:54 left to go in the second. 5-3 your score. And draw one back, quick shot, tipped up to the glass over top of the net. Labak able to clear it out, and now ahead here's Mercurio pushing ahead for Blue Ridge, backing up to his right, a wrist shot, deflected off the stick of the defender and into the corner. Centering attempt right there in front. That one was taken away by Rivers. They'll play it ahead as it's lobbed in by Adrian. Verostic will leave it there at the side of the net. Around it comes. Here's Reller trying to clear that, hit a body. And now pushing his way after it. Lord can't quite get to the puck. It's cleared to the line, pushed back down. That'll be a hand pass. Face-off will come outside the zone with 1:19 left to go. Face-off is one back by PD. They'll fire it in. Around it goes, and Erickson will fire it right back out into the shin pads of Razulov. He falls down, but he gets the puck ahead. And now 3-on-2 developing. Coughed up in the slump, but Razulov following the play has it. Left side, leaving it off at the bottom of the dot. A backhand towards the front of the net. Ends up in the air over to the near side. Lord just couldn't find a way to thread it through. Not in traffic. A lot of bodies in front. Puck rolled back out to center under a minute to go. Dump back in. Verostic will leave it. Line change in progress here for PD. Jesso trying to get to it. Around it comes to the left side. Here's Andrioli. Left wing. His lead on the wall. Poked away. And now, once again, Blue Ridge will pull it all the way back. 30 seconds ago in the period. They'll try the breakout again. Erickson pressured behind his own net. Up on the forecheck here. It's cleared up in the air. Did it stay in play? Yes. Comes down at center. Chernock has to go back after it. Played around to the near side, and that one will be Crossed out through center. Dumped in from there finally by PD. Time ticking down, 5 seconds to go. And one final attempt at a hit there from Adrian. At the horn and up. Here we go. Little extra after the whistle there, and that's going to bring a pile. We do have a possible penalty coming here. I believe that was Andrioli trying to get in there to throw the extra shot, but at this point, there's a lot of angry. Actually, I believe that was Stuckless who tried to throw the extra shot, but at this point, they're all wrestling on the boards. To close out the period, Chance Adrian, with about 5 seconds left, went to throw a hit behind the net, and then I think it was Prexler on the far side, right at the end, tried to make something happen. And so now, everybody kind of separates here, but the period's over no matter what, whether we get penalties or not. The referees are going to conference here in the circle, try to figure out what they are and are not going to hand out here. And they may hand out nothing. That's kind of been the tendency here tonight, is actually to just let the boys play. So it would not surprise me if they actually did not hand out any penalties here, heading off into the sunset of the second period. Either way, 40 minutes in the books. It is 5-3, IceCats in the lead. And we will take a break to step into our Yokomo Tires second period intermission report. When we come back, we'll wrap the scoring. We'll update that out-of-town scoreboard for you, and a whole lot more coming your way. So stay tuned. We are back with more IceCats hockey.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes, bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those 3 things together, and it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Welcome to Zapata's, your best choice for authentic Mexican food. Whether you want to stop by for brunch or bring your whole family in for Taco Tuesday, our restaurant offers excellent Mexican cuisine with premium ingredients and artful presentations made by our master chefs. 2 locations to serve you in Florence and in Hartsville. Order online at zapatasrest.com. Zapata's Grill Mexican Restaurants. Good food, always fresh.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Margarita's Mexican Restaurant, where every dish is a celebration of taste. Tomlinson Sales. Get your PD IceCat apparel here. 7 locations to serve you. Something to Remember Wedding Productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told. and the official video graphic designer for the PD IceCats.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
And we're back here on PD IceCats Hockey, the Yokomo Tires second period intermission report. Tom Callahan here with you. Well, guess what, everybody? Out of all of that, we actually did end up with a penalty called at the very end of the period. So, I will tell you, because there was only one, so that one's easy. It was Radchenko who picked up a roughing call for the Blue Ridge Bobcats. So because of that, the IceCats will get their second power play, but it'll start in the third period. So the official time of the penalty is 20-minute mark of the second period, but it will be a full 2-minute power play to start period number 3 for the IceCats. So that is a nice little setup for them. And I'll tell you what, you absolutely have to love that out of all of that. And we haven't had a lot of penalties tonight. Both teams have had 2 power plays. IceCats technically 0 for 1. They're going to start their second here in the third. And the Bobcats 0 for 2. They have given up a shorthanded goal. Unbelievable weekend here for the IceCats. They've scored 3 shorties already. They lead at 5-3. And if you're just joining us, also, you might be shocked to know that it was actually a 1-0 game after 1 period of play, and that it was the Bobcats who were leading. And so then, into the second period we go, and the floodgates absolutely just opened for the scoring for the hometown IceCats. Starting at 1:18 of the period, the first of 2 goals in the period, in fact, for Patrick's Marcinkiewicz, as he would score off an assist from his brother Dominic's Marcinkiewicz. 1:18. Okay, so that makes it a 1-1 game. Well, then, how about just a minute 28 seconds later, they score again. So this time it is Trevor Lord, his first of 2 in the period, with assists going to Gesso and Rivers. So now it's a 2-1 lead for the IceCats. Well, at 3:13, they score again. Marcinkiewicz, his second of the frame from Houston Wilson. And then at the 6-minute mark, there's that shorthanded goal I was telling you about. So after Patrick's Marcinkiewicz scores twice, this time it is Dominic's Marcinkiewicz with a shorty. Wilson the assist, his second helper of the night. And so that spurt 4 goals coming in 5 minutes, 42 seconds. Pardon me, 4 minutes, 42 seconds for 4 goals. Then it became a 5-1 game at 10:54, so they spaced this goal out a little bit. And that would be the second of the period. Lord once again from Gesso and Rivers. And now it's 5-1. And it looks like suddenly PD's cruising. That was the end of the night for Schrum. He gets yanked, replaced by Verostic in net. And along the way, already the Bobcats burned their timeout to try to stem the momentum earlier in that crazy avalanche of goals. It did not work. They responded a little bit to the timeout, but then gave up a couple more. The shorthanded goal is an absolute killer. And Schrum comes out. Now, after they put in tonight's backup, he was last night's starter, and Hunter Verostic, things did slow down a little bit for them. And then, in fact, they finally got the offense going again. They scored twice in 13 seconds. First at 12:45, it was Levac scoring, and then at 12:58, Mercurio added one right back-to-back, and now it's 5-3. And the period went from there. Now it was just a battle back and forth. We saw some of the physical play that we really saw prominently featured in the first period come back to the fore. I think these two teams, look, when you play back-to-back against the team, you are going to get just that kind of animosity build-up, and we definitely saw that here. And so, at this point, I think into the third period, because we really saw it, that little Donnybrook at the end of the second period. These two teams are carrying a dislike for one another right now. And again, PD has to not get frustrated and stay out of the penalty box because they start the period with a power play. But for Blue Ridge, boy, oh boy. I mean, number one, you want to talk about a team that can easily get frustrated because now they've given up 13 goals in 5 periods of hockey. That is not a good look defensively for this team. Now, they have managed to score 3 tonight, so they feel a little bit better about the offense. But if they're going to claw their way back in this hockey game, they have to do it by staying disciplined. And, again, PD, don't take the bait. They're going to try to goad you into penalties. They're going to try to make you do dumb things. Just don't do it. They've been the better team, especially in the second period, and that's on the IceCats to keep that in mind. Shots are 21-18 in favor of PD here after the 2 periods. All right, we'll take a break. And we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard when we return here in the second intermission report, brought to you by Yokomo Tires. Back on the board in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
Hey, grab me one, too.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Stanley Steamer. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides professional deep cleaning services and comprehensive care for a cleaner, healthier home. Butler's Men's Shop, your one-stop shop for men. Everything from tuxedos and suits to sportswear. We have it all. Integrative Health Solutions, your partners in health.
Southco Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. Southco Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
For more than 85 years, Tomlinson Sales Company has proudly served customers across South and North Carolina. As a proud partner and the official outlet store of your PD IceCats, stop by to check out exclusive IceCats merchandise, plus an ever-changing inventory that makes Tomlinson a must-stop destination. Visit them at 1309 East Palmetto Street in Florence and discover the PD's hometown store. Tomlinson Sales Company, where great service, trusted brands, and community pride come together. That's Tomlinson Sales Company, 85 years strong and still serving the Carolinas.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Margarita's Mexican Restaurant, where every dish is a celebration of taste. Tomlinson Sales. Get your PD IceCat apparel here. 7 locations to serve you. Something to Remember Wedding Productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told. And the official video graphic designer for the PD IceCats.
In the heart of Florence, South Carolina, discover Palmetto Smiles, where artistry meets advanced dental care, led by Dr. Brian Sang. Dr. Sang is a highly trained implant and cosmetic dentist, dedicated to transforming smiles with advanced techniques. He's committed to continuing education and bringing the latest methods to every patient. At Palmetto Smiles, comprehensive dentistry is under one roof: general care, restorative solutions, TMJ therapy, delivered with compassion. Ready for a healthier, more beautiful smile? Call 843-203-5155 or visit palmettosmiles.com. Dr. Brian Sang and his team can't wait to welcome you.
All right, we're back here at the second period intermission, brought to you by Yokomo Tires. And it is 5-3 right now. PD in the lead. And Boy, I tell you what, as we take a look at this out-of-town scoreboard, Port Huron's hanging on. They're hanging tough against the Binghamton Black Bears 2-1. And actually, pardon me now, we get a refresh, and it is 4-1. And it looks like that game has gone final. So how about that? That is a big win right there for the Port Huron Prowlers. Boy, you love to see that. Good for them, winning at McMorran Arena. Historic McMorran Arena up there in Port Huron, Michigan. Boy, that barn has seen a lot of hockey. Danbury winning at 7-4 tonight over the Watertown Wolves. And this one's heading into the third now at Aikens Ford Arena. How about this? The Twin City Thunderbirds up 2-1 on the Athens Rock Lobsters. Athens, a 5-game win streak to start the season on the line in that one. Indiana with a first period lead of 1-0 over Topeka. That one is 20 minutes in. Monroe and Biloxi are tied at 1 after 1. And the River Dragons and Zydeco tied at 2 after the first period of play in that one. Meanwhile, World Series action here for you. We have moved into the bottom of the third inning. And the Blue Jays have taken a 3-0 lead. And I am just trying to catch up on the play-by-play. Yes, Bo Bichette with a 3-run home run for the Toronto Blue Jays. And they get to starter Shohei Ohtani. That is incredible. And, of course, my feed of the game chose that exact moment to crash out on me. So I had to go to the box score. But how about that? Bo Bichette, who, I'll be honest with you, looks like he's playing on one leg. Looks like he is really, really struggling. And Bichette makes it happen. So the Blue Jays have a 3-0 lead playing at home in Game 7. We will see how it goes from here. But that might be the end of the night for Shohei Ohtani, I can tell you that much. So, all right, well, that's the end of the Yokomo Tires second period intermission report. It is 5-3, PD in the lead. We're going to take a break. And, hey, don't forget, when we come back to start third period action, PD on a power play, so a chance maybe to stretch that lead just a little bit. Stay tuned. There's more coming your way. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Stanley Steamer. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides professional deep cleaning services and comprehensive care for a cleaner, healthier home. Butler's Men's Shop, your one-stop shop for men. Everything from tuxedos and suits to sportswear. We have it all. Integrative Health Solutions, your partners in health.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings. We've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories. It deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
Ding dong.
Mountain dude?
The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain, lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dream. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and that cool, refreshing mountain dew.
Southco Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. Southco Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
And welcome back here on IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you as we are getting ready to start period number 3. PD on the power play to start things off here with a fresh sheet of ice. You may hear people in the hockey world say, hey, it's an advantage starting it off with a fresh sheet of ice for period number 3. Why is that? Well, because if you get a power play at the end of the period, same thing with an overtime. Even if you get the power play in overtime, they don't do the shave even in the NHL anymore. The ice is rough. There are ruts in it. There's snow piles all over the place. The puck just does not sit as smoothly. It doesn't slide as smoothly when you're passing, when you're trying to one-time a shot. The odds of it hopping up or ending up on edge are a lot greater. So here to start a period with a power play, at least as far as the conditions of the playing surface, that is as optimal as you're going to get, is to start a period with a power play. And so that's why it matters to come out to have a power play to start a period. And so if you've ever heard that before, or maybe you're just hearing it for the first time, that lets you know a little bit of why that works so well and why it does that. So right now it's 5-3. IceCats in the lead. And we're getting ready here to start this third period. And so the penalty that was handed out there, only one penalty out of everything that happened. Redchenko got a roughing call out of it. Right now, I can tell you there is some lobbying going on with Blue Ridge with the referees. There is a little bit of water still left to dry, and I don't know if they're talking about the ice conditions, maybe trying to delay it a little bit before they actually start the period here. But once again, there is an explanation going on over at the Blue Ridge bench.
And don't forget, fans, if you've been wrongly accused, contact the law offices of James Hoffmeyer. Also, penalty on the Bobcats.
Well, the referees, well, now there's a second Blue Ridge player going into the box. Oh. So, is it going to be a 5-on-3 to start the period? It may. I think they just announced that Stuckless also got a roughing call to start, or end, as it were, the period. Wow. So it is 5-on-3. Wow. No, it's 5-on-4. Okay. Somebody must have picked up a 10 then. I'm going to need to try to iron this out because there's nothing on the sheet. This should be 5-on-3 if that's the case. But they're playing 5-on-4. Something's amiss here. Either way, it is a power play, a Chick-fil-A power play for PD. Because if both roughing calls are at the same time, it should be 5-on-3 for 2 minutes. But if one is a roughing call and then one's a 10-minute misconduct, then you have to put a second player in the box so that someone serves that 10-minute misconduct, or the player who got the 10-minute misconduct has to serve it, and someone else serves their roughing call to come out of the box. That would make more sense. That is probably what happened. PD setting it up. Here's a chance on the left side. Marcinkiewicz with a shot, and that one is whistled up high over top of the net. It's tipped away and turning backcourt. Razilov now at center. Bouncing puck back in over the PD line. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz will leave it off the side of his net. Razilov will loop back behind the goal with 41 seconds to go on the power play. And he will now head to the bench as the power play units change things up here. Minute and a half into the period. It's cleared back after Lord was tripped up there at center. Heitzner trying to tie it up at his skates, eventually knocked free. It ends up with Gesso. Gesso to the right side. He'll get it back on the left wing. Gesso in over the line, leaving it into the slot, knocked away by Heitzner. Now a chance for PD to clear it ahead. They'll break in on the left side, sent towards the front of the net. Gonzalez will just kick it away. That up top and now tipped on out of the box. Comes, I believe, Radchenko. That puck is sent down again. That's an icing call. Both Blue Ridge players just got out of the box. This does not make any sense. Stuckless just also got out of the box. If they just both served 2 minutes for roughing and it was a 5-on-4, somebody messed up. That should have been a 5-on-3. Stuckless just returned to the ice. There's no one in that penalty box anymore. How do you miss that? I don't understand. There's no 10-minute misconduct, and if they were, both roughing penalties assigned at the 20-minute mark of the end of that second period, that should have been a full 2-minute 5-on-3, and it was a 5-on-4. That doesn't make any sense to me. So back the other way. I hope it doesn't come back to make a difference in this game. PD's leading at 5-3. Popoff will poke it out with a one-arm swipe there just out of his own zone. Coming up on 3 minutes into this third period. Stretch pass through center. That one is tipped on down the ice. Goes right in on goal, and that'll be held onto by Verostic. They'll take a face-off in the defensive end. Trying to find out what exactly that was. Face off to the left of the Blue Ridge goal. Bobcats looking to move that one out to center. Puck driven in on the right wing side. Daly trying to push in on goal. Left pad save Gonzalez there. Marcinkiewicz moving it ahead. Pass up to Dominics now. Dominics on the left side, leaving it off. Razulov into the slot, picked away, and now a rush the other way for Blue Ridge. Martin looks like he's kind of out of gas here, but he centers anyway. Dangerous chance. Reller just couldn't get a stick to it. Now Marcinkiewicz up the right side. Here's Patricks moving in with Dominics. Patricks tried to cut through the slot, hop around his check, but took a stick up high, looked like. No call coming there. There's a shot. That goes off the post. Puck ends up in that far side corner. Outside of the post, though. Don't think that one would have done too much damage. But again, hey, you know what? Sometimes goaltenders love their goal posts. They bail them out. Blue Ridge trying to move it ahead here. 5-3, PD in the lead. Early third period action here. 4.5 minutes in. Chance to the left point. There's a drive, and that is blocked. Getting in the way there was Bedard. Puck caroms out of the zone. This game has actually settled in a little bit here in this third period. Bounce back into the Blue Ridge end. We get a whistle here, and I believe they're calling a hand pass. So the face-off will come outside the Blue Ridge blue line. PD will control the draw. Pop-off up the right side. Puck chipped on in by Prexler. Over to the far side, Adrian after it. Around to the left point, shot coming in, save made. Kick to the corner by Verostic. PD putting on some pressure here. Puck fed up the slot. Taken away by Blue Ridge. They'll move it down on the left wing side. Popoff combining with his D partner, Ergonite, to get rid of that one. Ergonite on the far side wall. Now it's swung around behind the net. Popoff on a roller. Little backhand up the boards. And that's knocked out by Gullo down the ice. Pushed right back in on goal. Gonzalez is going to slide it aside for Popoff. Thought about covering. Now Popoff coughs it up, side of the net. Daly turning with it, high slot, wrist shot, and a glove save, Gonzalez. Puck still free, though, and now it's pushed in. And now here's a race up the left side, moving in. Patrick Smarson, Kevickson with a drive, and he missed. Low to the glove side. Puck all the way out through center. Martin turning back on it for Blue Ridge. The left wing lead. Curling back is Daly, feeding it in behind the net. 6:25 gone in the third. 5-3, PD leads. Fed out to center, chased down by Klinecki. On to the right wing. It'll be Radchenko having to loop back into his own end. Moving it ahead now, here's Rivers. He's cut off at center. Right back in, Blue Ridge. Puck drifting towards the front of the net. Rivers, nice job to get back and tie up his man. That was Stuckless trying to cut through. There's a shot coming in for the point. Save made. Off the left pad. The big rebound there is flipped to the line and out past Radchenko. Down it goes. They wave off icing, though. Klinecki has to loop out from behind his own net. A pass up the right side. A roller into the right wing of the PD zone. Stuckless playing it around. And now a pass across, that one right onto the tape of Lord, who just banks it down the ice. But a little too much mustard on it. That goes for an icing call. 7:27 gone here in period number 3. It's still a 5-3 lead for the IceCats. We'll take a break. Be back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
Southco Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. Southco Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
And we're back here, PD IceCats Hockey. Third period action is brought to you by Pepsi. Don't forget to stay tuned for the Gorget Distilling postgame show. PD Hockey brought to you by the official dry cleaners of the IceCats, White Swan Dry Cleaning, the official dentist, Palmetto Smiles, the official travel partner, CLC Transportation, and the official craft beer partner, Seminar Brewery. Face-off coming up to the right. Well, eventually, of the IceCats goal. And now they do indeed push it ahead. PD moving it in onto the right wing side. Chasing after it is Lord. Around the wall it goes, not out yet. Another swat at it. Jesso trying to help out. Dances free. Here's Jesso with a chance in tight. His shot found only shin pads. Rivers sent it behind the net. Jesso waiting on the left wing side. Turnaround drive, and that one missed. Hit the referee in the corner, though. Down low for Rivers. We're trying to cut it off on the wall. It's flipped over his head. And it comes to, where did it come down? Well, wherever it went, we got a whistle out of it. Oh, it came down to the gear of Heitzner. Okay. Heitzner having trouble finding that one, but it ended up Face off just outside the PD line. Puck rolls free. Now it's picked up by Gullo. He'll attack up the right wing side. Gullo cutting in high slot. Wrist shot over top of the net. Cleared back out through center by Blue Ridge. Hit laid there on Jurgenite. He's able to come back with the puck. Feed over to the right side of Popoff. Popoff down the ice. That one is deflected on down by Adrian. And Blue Ridge trying to set things up here. They've got a 5-3 deficit staring them in the face here, and we're not quite to the halfway mark of this third period. The 7-goal explosion we had in the second, really haven't had too many chances here. His lead on the left side, Houston Wilson into the corner after it, pushing it behind the net. Daly over after it. Marcinkiewicz comes up with it. There's a feed, a centering attempt, ends up back towards the left point. There's a shot, and that one is heeled off into the corner. Actually, I think Martin got a piece of that as Dominic's Marcinkiewicz tried to let it go. Back out to center, and that'll end up back with Razilov onto the left wing side. Chernak trying to tip it on ahead once again, picked off by Blue Ridge. They'll race back on the left side. A centering attempt there, and bodies flying everywhere. Backhand just wide of the net. I don't know if Gonzalez even saw it. Puck at the point, a shot that is blocked by Dominic's Marcinkiewicz. Forced around to the near side of the net. Up the left side, here's a chance of poking ahead, and now a break here. Just so, can he get to it? No, trying to battle that one through the skates of Klinecki, who took the right route to cut him off. Stuckless will feed it in, and now quickly PD trying to go the other way. Here's Pickford. Dumps it in, kicked right back out. This time it ends up with Bedard. He'll put it in around the wall. Left in behind the net by Verostic. Around to the near side, a flipper to the near line. Not out, kept in, glove down, and no hand pass there. Lord trying to work it in front, away to the left point, not out. Kept in once again by Pickford. Down the wall he goes after it into the corner. Played back up top, covering Rivers, a long shot in. Glove save and held on to by Verostic. 9:34 to go in the third, 5-3. PD in the lead. We'll be right back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Welcome back here on IceCats Hockey. Third period is presented by Pepsi. And again, trying to round out a weekend sweep of the Blue Ridge Bobcats. Last night, a big 8-2 win. Right now, it's a 5-3 PD lead. 9:34 to go in the third period. IceCats Hockey brought to you by the official printing partner of the team, M&M Printing and Graphics. The official hair cutter is Sports Clips. Our official broadcast partner is Cumulus Radio. And the official housing partner is Powers Property. Face-off coming up to the right of the Bobcats net. One back into the corner here. Blue Ridge trying to move it around to the far side. Plavak does get it out to center, but it's sent right back in. At this point, for PD, the back half of this period, you want to do 2 things. You want to try to win every battle on the wall, be tough and physical without taking a penalty. But anytime you get that puck, just pop off of the shot for the point, save made, and Verostic will hold. Anytime you get that puck, you're sending it deep, you are making Blue Ridge have to go 200 feet on a rush. Do not let the Blue Ridge Bobcats have an easy pick off at center. Make sure you get to the center stripe so that when you dump it in, it's not icing. But that's huge right now for PD. Just make Blue Ridge have to do all the work all the time and wear them out. Win those battles on the wall. Face-off is kept in. Fed to the right point. Pop-off. In. Shot. Save made for Ostick. Rebound. Ends up cleared ahead by Blue Ridge. They'll attack. That's the other thing. Keep that back check going here. PD's doing a nice job of getting back defensively right now, guarding this 2-goal lead. Martin lost it on the boards. And it's sent out by Adrian. IceCats will start their line change. Daly moving it ahead for the Bobcats and over the line to Martin. Martin looking for somebody to leave it to and had it stolen away while he looked around. Here's Houston Wilson back to center, has to delay the rush. Now he'll work it in over the line. On the left wing, tried to cut through traffic, lost the handle, and it's sent down. Will this be icing? Yes. 8:08 to go here in the third. 5-3 PD in the lead. The other benefit to the icing call is that it does not let Blue Ridge change their players out on an icing. So that is big as well. But also PD does not want to take any icings. Face-off will be to the right of Verostic. Wilson gets tossed out of the draw, so it looks like Dominic Marcinkiewicz in for the face-off. Bouncing puck on that draw, ends up in the skates of the linesman. Wilson over to try to pull it free. Wilson almost escaped that hit. Instead, it's taken away by Blue Ridge. But the pass to lead it out of the zone was picked off. Now it's turned the other way. In on the right side, here's Kulikov. Kulikov trying to drive into the corner. He's just stood up. Nice defensive play there as it's turned right back. And now ahead, Razulov backhands in from center. Just keep getting pucks deep. Cycle the lines as we approach 7.5 to go in the third. 5-3 PD in the lead. Taken away, Jesso up the left side. Marcinkiewicz still out there, but the play offside. Dominic's was a little ahead of Patrick's. So we get a whistle with 7:24 to go. Blue Ridge wins the draw just outside the blue line. They'll try to play this one on ahead on the right wing side. Bresco couldn't come up with it. Cleared back to center. Jesso will fire it in from there. Around the rim it goes. Up on the left side, trying to catch up to it is Rivers. Played back to the far side. Jesso down low, looking for Rivers. Put right back, right up the slot and out of the zone. Down the ice it goes. Now a quick return. PD trying to push it in. Jesso left side. Couldn't get it ahead to Rivers. It's rolled back into the zone, but PD must vacate. Nice stick there by Jesso. Deflects that puck to Bedard. Bedard will rush ahead on the right side. Bedard up from the D spot. In on the right wing. Puts it in on goal save. Verostic. Rebound in front. Rivers couldn't quite find it. It's a nice little shot by Bedard. Generated a rebound. Now the puck goes right to the slot. Turnaround chance. Tipped over top of the net. 6:26 to go in the third. 5-3 your score. As the puck at center, Jesso trying to extend the shift a little bit here while his mates change behind him. In on the right side, feeding it to the point, stepping ahead, but Krexler had to bounce off his stick. And back into the corner. Blue Ridge trying to get some zone time here, and to the credit of the PD IceCats, they have not let Blue Ridge establish a lot of zone time. Jurgenite in behind his own net, feeds it onto the right wing side. Long stretch ahead. Here was that tip down. Yes, it was, so there'll be no icing. And again, keep the shift short, keep cycling the players out as we approach 5:35 left to go here in the third. 5-3, PD leads. Puck into the slot. Fed back up top, down for the left point. Chernik over to the right side, fed around the rim by Razulov. Chernik down for the left point. Cutting it off of the wall. They'll leave it around on the left wing side, covering the point. Gullo with a shot, and that one flutters in and is held by Verostic. 5:13 to go here in this third period. Crawling towards our conclusion, it feels like, but boy, that's not the worst thing. Tell you what, if it feels to Blue Ridge like they're trying to slog through mud, that's exactly what PD wants. Blue Ridge trying to drive back in. Here's Houston Wilson on the right side. And it's tossed back out by Blue Ridge at center. Nice play there to step up by Cherduck, though. Cherduck knocking it away, and now on the left side. Here comes Marcinkiewicz, a feed in front, and they score! Going to the backhand, it's Houston Wilson! And Wilson, a goal to make it 6-3 with 4:42 to go in the third, may have just iced this win for PD. (15-18) time of the goal. Wilson from Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. .423 to go here as the puck frozen at the side of the net by Verostic. 6-3 your score. We should be going to a break here. And indeed we are. So we'll be back with the conclusion of this third period. This is IceCats hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin and Associates. The right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals. Smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts. The pros in men's and boys' hair.
All right, we are back here with IceCats hockey, and 4:23 left to go in this third period. 6-3 your score. The crowd singing a little John Denver here, feeling pretty good, trying to count it down to a victory here. People celebrating back-to-back wins, perhaps. Blue Ridge is going to have to press, and I would not be surprised to see Verostic coming out of that net sooner than later if that's the case. Although I don't know if you pull the goaltender with a 3-goal deficit. I don't know if it's worth it or not. Right now, PD's not giving them a chance. They continue to possess the puck, even at center ice, and now a tip on in the left side. Rivers, toe drag, got around the D, couldn't get a shot. Now a chance from the right wing that is stopped by the right pad of Verostic. That was actually a difficult save on that chance there by Bedard. Flip to the left point. Kept into the slot. Now there's a wrister glove save. Verostic on that long-range chance from Lord. 3:36 to go in the third. Right now, Blue Ridge again moving it ahead. Verostik's not making a move towards the bench, so I would imagine with 3.5 to go here in the third, this is it. They're just going to try to push to see if they can get one. Long shot in on Gonzalez, and now Erickson got pushed into Gonzalez by Popoff. I don't know why defensemen do that. That drives me nuts. As a goaltender, I will tell you I hate it when my defensemen push an opposing player into me. Look, I know it starts exactly what we just saw. And Popoff dropped his mitts to go after Erickson. Erickson's gloves came off as well, so if nothing else, they'll both get on sportsmanlike because there was no fight. But, man, I hate that. So we'll probably both pick up 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct here late in the third. 3:21. If you really want to keep it from getting spicy, you just give them both 10s. Well, we actually are. Popoff picked up an extra 2. So, with both of them sitting in that Austin Remax penalty box, it's a Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill. So Popoff got a double minor for roughing. Right now, they form a pile on the near side wall. And now, oh boy, Marcinkiewicz was looking to go, and now Wilson up with him. Here's Houston Wilson up the left side. Wilson in front, Marcinkiewicz to the backhand. He can't get a shot away as he's pulled down in the corner. And he'll scurry off for the change here. 2:40 to go in the third. It's 6-3, PD in the lead. IceCats trying to finish this one off. Blue Ridge can't get in over the line. Nice job there again. Chernak standing up at the blue line and just keeping Blue Ridge at bay here. And again, just force them to continue to regroup. Wind that clock. 49 seconds to go on the power play. Puck up top. Fed to the far circle. Wrist shot missed on the glove side, and that one will clear itself out of the zone. That makes life a lot easier. And now an icing call back the other way by Blue Ridge on a missed pass. Unbelievable. Stay tuned. In our Gorgat Distilling post-game show, Sammy Vickery is going to have a chance to talk to Gary Graham after tonight's win. 1:54 to go here in third. 6-3 is the score. And ahead, Blue Ridge pushing on into that PD zone. On the right side, Martin feeding it up to the right point. Levac, Heitzner, Reller up top, off Heitzner's stick. Levac feeding it over to the far side. Cross ice pass again deflected. Reller up top. Levac shot. Kick save by Gonzalez. Boots it to the corner. They keep it in. Power play has expired. Reller with a rip. That one wide on the one time. 6-3. Now back to 5-on-5. There's a shot. Gonzalez save of the right post on Martin. 1:10 to go in the third. Pile forms on the far side. Popoff. And here we go. They're going to drop them. It's Popoff and Heitzner. Heitzner's going to jump right in against Popov. These two are former teammates. They'll just throw the rights. Heitzner trying to get in there with the right. Popov, a lot of short right jabs in there, landing a lot of them on Heitzner. Linesman looking for a chance to get in. Popov got another one in. Heitzner trying to switch up, go lefty maybe. Heitzner trying to get the left free. Heitzner's got his left arm out. They go for the bucket. Popov's helmet comes off, and he's got him in a headlock. That's the end of it. So the fisticuffs at the end. .102. Oh, here we go again in behind the play. There's some pushing and shoving. Mercurio, the referee, is in there. We might not be done. Popov on his way out to the adulation of the crowd. .102 left to go. There's still some discussion over at the scorer's table over how they're going to hand out the penalties here. I imagine there's discussion over whether or not they're going to have an instigator. I don't believe there should be. I think they both looked at each other, shook off the mitts, and off they went, and there will not be. It's 5-on-5. 1:02 to go in the third. 6-3 is your score. And we are counting it down to a weekend sweep. Houston Wilson pulled down there, but you're not going to get a penalty called at this point, I wouldn't imagine. And for PD, a 14-goal weekend against Blue Ridge. 8-2 the win last night, and we are 33 seconds away from 6-3. Here's Wilson on the left side. A flip one high into the far corner. It comes down over the head of Lord. They tie up in the far corner. And now it's moved ahead. Blue Ridge at center. Cutting in. 7 seconds ago, a shot did not reach the net. 5 seconds ago, puck cleared out to center. That's going to do it. And nope, not yet. Daly goes back after Adrian, and here comes the pile. The clock has expired. The game is over. But Daly took a shot at Adrian in the corner. The referee's trying not to get Blue Ridge to go into that pile, but I mean, to be fair, it's 5-on-2 in favor of PD. So, of course, Blue Ridge is going to go into the pile to defend their teammates. But the weekend set is swept by the PD IceCats. 6-3 your final here tonight. And I am sure we will end up with a couple of more penalties for posterity, but PD takes the win. And that is a big win. So as the team celebrates out there on the ice, of course, the goalies hug it out, celebrate the victory as well. Ricardo Gonzalez's 4th win of the year. We'll have our 3 stars coming up here in just a moment. And then, of course, we'll have our post-game reaction with head coach Gary Graham. Sammy Vickery will be down there.
Yep. All right. Okay. They're going to be coming here, though.
Players going along the glass. High-fiving the fans.
They're coming.
Stick taps
Just
all
wait.
around.
Wait. Good job, boys.
And so in just a moment, we are indeed going to get the announcement of tonight's 3 stars. And those 3 stars are brought to you by Mirage Promotional. Pretty solid note on the stat sheet for a lot of the IceCats
All right, let's go. They're doing something they usually don't do.
All right, perfect.
Yep.
Ready?
2 goals and an assist. You got used to that.
You guys hold the
and
team
2
that way.
assists.
Make them go that way.
Trevor Ward had a pair of goals here tonight. 2 assists each for Dustin Gesso and Eli Rivers. And a 14-goal output. So, all right, we're going to send it on downstairs right now.
Mic check, mic check.
Coach Gary Graham.
Sammy here with Coach Graham. Coach, congrats on the big win tonight and yesterday's game. What was your main aspect of going in today's game?
I think the biggest thing was kind of a trap game. Whenever you play a team last night, the same team, we had a lot of success last night, getting them refocused, understanding basically that, today's a new day, right? You're only as good as your last win. So I thought we had a slow start, but again, a second period, we picked things up and had a great third period.
Thank you. So as a new and upcoming team, what was the biggest thing you look for in recruiting your players?
Character's the main thing. You cannot, you can find hockey guys that can play the game well, but if they're not good guys in the locker room, if they're not willing to do the things off the ice in the community, that's not really what we're looking for. So it's really about finding good character guys that you want to come to work with every day.
So as you build up this team, what is your message to the fans?
Well, I think, just come out and support us. We want to be a fast, entertaining hockey team. Obviously, we're a team that's going to fight and do some fun, entertaining things. So if you don't know much about the game, come out and give us a shot.
Thank you, Coach. Congrats on the win. Tom, back up to you.
Sammy, right?
Sammy, yes.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Good?
All right,
Thank you.
IceCats hockey. Still waiting for the announcement of the 3 stars. Thanks to Sammy Vickery for chatting down there with Coach Gary Graham. All right, here we go. 3 stars coming right up.
Your 3rd star of the game, number 17, Houston. Your 2nd star of the game, number 16, Trevor. And your 1st star of the game, number 27, Patrick Monson.
So 3-2-1, Wilson Lord, Patrick's Marcinkiewicz, 2 goals and an assist to take top star honors here tonight in a 6-3 win for PD over Blue Ridge. We're going to take a break here in the post-game show, which is brought to you by Gorget Distilling. When we come back, we'll recap the scoring for you, plus we've got a final look back at that out-of-town scoreboard. Stay tuned, there's more coming your way. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Margarita's Mexican Restaurant, where every dish is a celebration of taste. Tomlinson Sales. Get your PD IceCat apparel here. 7 locations to serve you. Something to Remember Wedding Productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told. And the official videographic designer for the PD IceCats.
Looking to score big with your printing? M&M Printing and Graphics is your hometown team. From flyers, business cards, and posters to vinyl graphics, banners, and outdoor signage, we do it all. Whether you're promoting your business, cheering on your team, or bringing your brand to life, we've got the players and the skills to make it happen. Visit mmpg.us or call 843-662-2412. M&M Printing and Graphics, the official printer of the PD IceCats.
Southco Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. Southco Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
Hockey is back in the PD.
Hey IceCats fans, it's Bowie Sarks, number 20 for your PD IceCats. Come join us this Friday, October 24th at the Florence Center as we take on the Athens Rock Lobsters. Puck drops at 7:15 and we'll be supporting our hometown hero Jays. To any first responders, head to pdprohockey.com for a special ticket offer. Can't wait to see everyone there. Pause up, PD.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
All right, we are back here in the post-game show, which is brought to you by Gorget Distilling. Tom Callahan here with you as we put a bow on this one, a great weekend series for your PD IceCats. They sweep both halves of the twin bill here against the visiting Blue Ridge Bobcats. Last night, 8-2. Tonight, it was 6-3, the final score. So speaking of the final score, boy, let's go back and take a look at the scoring from this one. As we go back into the first period, there was actually, believe it or not, only one goal scored. And that one was actually a Blue Ridge goal. They took the early lead. Bresco with a second goal in as many nights and a second goal of the season. And the assists on that one going to Kozarev, and they've now added one to Stuckless as well on that goal at 17:27. So it was 1-0 after one. Into the second period we go. 5 straight goals from the PD IceCats. It starts at 1:18, the first of 2 on the night for one of the twins, Patrick Marcinkiewicz, as he nets his first goal with an assist from his brother Dominic's. And then at 2:40, they take the lead, 2-1. This time it is the first of 2 on the night for Trevor Lord. Assists going to Gesso and Rivers. Then at 3:13, well, it was Rivers' turn to score, with assists going to Houston Wilson and Dominic's Marcinkiewicz. Then another goal, in it goes. Dominic's Marcinkiewicz gets on the score sheet this time. He finished with a goal and 2 assists. That was at 5:58. So now they're just flying through them. And, I mean, their goals are coming fast and furious at that point. Then they get another one at 10:53 as they end up with the second goal of the night from Trevor Lord, propelling them to a 5-1 lead. And, again, Gesso and Rivers set that one up. But then 2 goals in the span of 13 seconds put Blue Ridge right back in the conversation. At 12:45, it was Hlavak, and then 12:58, Mercurio. So now it's 5-3 heading into the third period. Maybe we're expecting fireworks, and we really didn't get any. Things kind of settled in the frame, and I mean, kudos to PD for playing a responsible game, staying out of the box as much as they possibly could. And then later on, Houston Wilson with an insurance goal. Brought to you by Austin Wilson, 15-18, time of the goal. Patrick Marcinkiewicz, and also Konstantin Chernuk with the assists. 6-3 is your final in this one. Shots by period for PD, 11 in the first, 10 in the second, 9 in the third for 30, 9-13 and just 5 in the third for Blue Ridge, 27 in the game. Power plays, IceCats go 0 for 2. Bobcats end up 0 for 3. Let's take a final look back at the out-of-town scoreboard here. Finals from earlier tonight. Prowlers 4-1 over the Black Bears. Hat Trick 7-4 over the Wolves. Yes, Twin City did get it done against the Athens Rock Lobsters. The streak ends at 5 games, 2-1. Twin City Thunderbirds over the Athens Rock Lobsters. That is actually a big one right there. Getting a refresh now on Indiana and Topeka. That game heading into the third period is actually tied up at 2. And then we've got Monroe leading Biloxi heading into the third by a 3-2 count. And the Columbus River Dragons and Baton Rouge Zydeco. That game heading into the third, and the Zydeco have forged a 3-2 lead. So they have now pushed ahead in that one. Speaking of the Columbus River Dragons, that's the next time PD is going to play. Believe it or not, there is a gap here all the way leading until November 14th when this team will travel to Columbus to actually play what will be Columbus's home opener on the road there. Just one game on the weekend. And so that is the next time we're even going to have any IceCats action for you. So something to look ahead to, look forward to as well. But you do get a little break. It's an unusual schedule with the break in it, but that'll be the next time that we'll have this game on the air on the IceCats radio network and, of course, on the video side, streaming on YouTube. So that game is a 7:35 Eastern Time start. Then after that, 2 on the road at the Twin City Thunderbirds. That'll be Friday, November 21st, Saturday, November 22nd. The next home game coming up for the PD IceCats will be against Blue Ridge once again, but a little less than a month away. It's going to be Wednesday, November 26th. That'll be a 7:15 start. And again, that is a Wednesday game, November 26th against PD. And that'll be the next game here at Florence Center. So if you're looking forward to that, now that weekend is busy. They have Wednesday, Blue Ridge comes in, and then Friday, Saturday, also 7:15 starts against the Columbus River Dragons. So you can get your tickets now online. You can also go to pdprohockey.com to do so as well. Well, I want to thank my crew for a great broadcast weekend here, launching things. Hey, you know what? We had a little bit of bobbles, but we're getting it going in the right direction here, and looking forward to bringing you even more fun and a lot more wins, that's for sure. The way this weekend went, a weekend sweep here, 8-2 last night, 6-3 tonight, and the PD IceCats now improving with their 5th win of the season. And you know what? Boy, onward and upward from here. Looking forward to those clashes, those divisional clashes coming up just down the road in a little bit. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for us from here from Florence Center. One more time, your final, the PD IceCats 6, the Blue Ridge Bobcats 3. And the next time we talk to you again, it's going to be November 14th from Columbus, 7:35 p.m. on a Friday night against the River Dragons. This is Tom Callahan saying good night.